Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
I'm gonna be so lazy in my Diablo 4
Alan,
builds.
baby, it was just
Also, I
right
figured
now.
out what's happening. You remember, like, when I was streaming a bit last year and that, and started this year and stuff, Jez?
I fell.
I had to give you
So,
a sedative.
and I just have it
Fine.
randomly stop
You
after
went
like
through
20
another
minutes,
rough
half hour,
period.
whatever. Just the stream
Right
itself
now,
will
it's
stop.
very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Yeah, you should upgrade graphics card though.
Yeah,
Go 4090.
I like the 4090. I'll probably go 4080. Or maybe the
Oh,
4070. That'd be a big jump
yeah.
from a 3070.
The door was locked.
I'm pretty happy
I
with
was
my
a prisoner
4070.
here.
What? How much VRAM?
12, I want to say.
Good evening, Alan.
Which
Are
is
we
pretty
feeling
light on. I
better
think
now?
16 is
Feeling
quickly
calm?
becoming standard
Yeah,
these days.
I see you brought your
With
pet
a
gorilla with
3070,
you.
I
So sure,
think
I'm
I
calm.
could be wrong.
I
Drew
get the
might
message.
remember. I think
Loud and
mine's
clear.
like
Quite right.
probably-
That's the spirit.
Yeah, it's probably
You're being
8,
very brave,
maybe 12.
Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned.
I
if
think
you
I only
weren't
had 8 on my
suspicious.
2080.
I don't blame you for it.
Big of
the
you.
2080 had a bit more
Now,
headroom though.
why
with
don't
the,
you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything
With
you
the
might have
what's it
forgotten.
called? Just in like it
Little
was just a
walk
better,
and
well, not a
some
better
fresh
card. It was
air?
a higher tier, so it
Yes.
had more.
Yeah.
Do you good.
What do they call them again? Like
Cuticles.
tensor cores and CUDA cores and
This
stuff like that.
corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for
I'm
a
like in a
fishing
mental
trip.
hospital or some shit.
Except
What's
for
going
the
on there?
ones who are
I
particularly
really should have been paying
vulnerable, of
attention to the
course.
story here.
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Ah, that's what I should have done.
I think I've
when
been
last
put in
leveled
an
up.
This way,
asylum here.
Alan.
Good. Let's go. You're in on it, aren't you? I don't trust this doctor. You busted ass nose. Should I jump him in the elevator?
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Come on, dude. Fuck, the NPCs are slow in this.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us.
Yeah,
I could
just
see
Google
near a
it. Well,
peak on the
this
other
person
side
would
of the
shut
lake.
up.
I thought
8
I could
gig.
make out the
Oh
spot
my
where
God.
Diver's Island
Yeah,
had
okay.
been when I arrived.
Going to
at Alice.
12
Now
would
there was nothing but waves.
be a jump. But if you could go... Is there a 16? If you could get
It
a 16
seems
gig version of a
there's a storm
4070 Ti,
coming.
that might be a
Funny, I
goer.
don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way.
I wonder
Follow
if I
me.
can get one that will actually fit in my
Alan,
ITX
what I'm
case.
telling you is good news.
No, that might be...
Right now we're in control.
Surely your
Every time you
3070
have a
is
relapse,
large,
it gets
right?
more and more difficult to resurface from the
I
dark
got the
depths of
smallest
your
size,
imagination.
physically sized
Not
3070.
Ah,
something
okay,
you
so
get
that
in
has
your
to
profession.
guide your decision.
Imagination is
Yeah.
what you work
Okay.
with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you.
Or
If it doesn't,
I'll end up just
why
building
is that?
something
Because
similar to
I'm
what Drew
lying?
built. and
Buy a
just
new
go
case.
with it.
Because you don't
Transfer.
want to admit that you're not well. It's very natural for
I
you
love
to
how it
think
doesn't
of
fit
me
my
as
case.
your
My,
enemy.
my thought
It's
process
part of
is
the illness.
love
let's
New
replace
PC.
everything.
He
Yeah.
obviously
Trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you out
voice.
of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me.
Stay
Once you
focused, Alan.
accept
Stop
that,
listening to the
we
crazy
begin
man.
the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Long.
Now here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
I'm gonna fuck
Pretty
this
damn
guy up at
wonderful,
some
yeah.
point. I'm gonna fuck him up.
There are people doing builds
I got you.
with
I'm
my
a real
case
bad dream,
and a
mister. You
4070.
should be afraid of me. Don't
Okay.
want to run into me in the night.
So
that's
it's
for
doable,
sure.
but I might have
Please,
to,
Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
because I bought like
Yeah,
the
you'd
fancy
like me to
versions.
go
I've got all
away
the
so you
extras of
won't
the
be
case I'm not
scared.
using.
But you can't just
So I
decide
might
what
have
kind of
to
dream you have or when you
vertically
have
mount
Emerson,
it. Okay.
on
okay.
the
Oh, yeah.
extension cable thing
Sure.
the card,
that's Emerson.
and then I'll have to move the
We're
location of my
actually making
radiator,
some
but it could be
progress with
doable.
him, I'm happy to say.
Have you got the radiator at
He
the front of the
works
case?
On the
video
side.
games.
On the side
okay.
panel.
Trash,
Yep, yep.
Of course, but it does involve
get 'em
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
La 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 la.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called
Oh,
Old
that was a
Gods
happy
of
accident.
Asgard. They even adopted new first
I leveled
names
up
to
and I wanted a
complete the
particular
image
skill,
of
and I tried to
Viking
browse to
gods.
that part of the
After
tree
the
and
band
accidentally
broke up, they
selected
lived on a
something,
farm.
which happened
And
to
it
be
was
the
the
right
one you
skill.
wanted.
They are
Yeah,
both
nice.
in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for.
Should've got corpse
TLC and all
explosions,
that
basically.
is
You finished the main
Easy.
story? Or you...
I'm
Diablo.
afraid
Yeah.
that the rock and
Nah.
roll
So
lifestyle
the reason I haven't been
has
playing it
left
that
its
much
mark.
is, funnily enough, all the early access stuff I spent money on.
Oh, that won't do.
to play it early.
Cut this short
Like,
for now,
took me
Alan, but
most of the
power
way
has
through the
been
first
acting
act,
up. I'd better
and
go
because
check
I'm
on
Oh, yeah.
replaying
We'll
that act
continue this
essentially, I'm
soon.
just kind of bored.
Meanwhile,
So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna push
okay.
my way
You're up
through
to
it.
Return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here. Holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Shut the fuck up, Mr. Green Pants.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw... The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Birch, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from me, old little wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now,
Sinclair looked bad.
are we?
That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard.
Well, things
If she was one of
are
Hartman's
unraveling
goons,
fast,
she
aren't
had it
they,
coming.
huh?
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Maybe his office.
Face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Let me out of here! Hammer's way will have it set! You crazy quack-ass slut! Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I'm famous. I represent a celebrity.
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Do it.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Dr. Hartman just got fucked up.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Oh, shit.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Fuck hell.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Shit.
I'm here! I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Here's an Energizer torch.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Fucking snap. Do not trust the mail. Okay.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. Like things to be.
Fuck. That part sucks.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Fuck you.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Oh, Barry.
What happened to Barry now?
The story, something exploded. I don't know. I'm not really paying much attention to the writing. In fact, that's probably one of my worst traits playing video games, is I pretty much ignore the story and I don't skip cutscenes. Emil made
But when
Tom
they're on,
do
you
it.
just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, I don't really follow the story. It's a really good quality to have while streaming, isn't it? It's one of those, you know, I do not know while I'm here. Like, all I know is that I must kill. Which is ironic, because I'm playing this because I need to get the story before I play the next two games that are in the same universe.
I'm assuming you'll pick up odds and ends, even not paying much attention.
Yeah, yeah. I can always watch a YouTube explaining the story. Leverage somebody else's work. I think, what did I do that for? Oh, the Last Jedi Order, when I played Fallen Order, I watched the story recap of the first one. And there's fucking Barry again. All the collectibles. Plus the other thing is you pick these manuscript pages up out of order. So, like, I guess if you really cared, you just pick them all up. And then you just listen, like go through the story at the end of each chapter or something.
Yeah, but even then, they're not going to be fully in order, right?
No, they're in order, but you miss some, so you'd have to be like scrounging level. Like, I'm not putting in that kind of playthrough. Like, I'm playing on super easy level and just playing through it.
He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
But it's pretty much telling the story of what's going on. Like, it's a way of narrating, like, what's happening in game. Barry. Oh, Bazza.
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Barry's leaving me for a boss fight, isn't he? Son of a bitch.
Is that his MO? He leaves and all of a sudden you got a boss fight.
Oh, he's like, oh, I can't open this door, like a fucking weirdo. I'm gonna fuck these men up with the flare.
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Yep. Ah. the fuck?
I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key!
I feel like
Please
Barry
tell me
did
we're
me
headed for
dirty
the
there.
nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you
It's
know
not
that?
what I
I
wanted.
know, Barry. I can.
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it.
Look out! Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Old Alan Wake's got it all worked out.
I lost my gun in the crash.
Has he?
Barry
He
was
has.
nowhere to be seen.
There's something special about the lake, despite
Barry!
trapping my wife.
Barry!
Works of art created here
Okay!
come true,
Jeez, it's good to hear your
albeit
voice.
with a
I
dark
was trying to
force.
get out of the car, but the ground gave way.
So I need to get to the Andersons' farm to find the hidden message. It's
Forget that.
perfectly logical.
Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get
So
a
he's just figured out that you need to go to this farm.
Yeah, but then the dark presence like caused an avalanche, so we had a car accident. So now we're gonna have to spend 2 more chapters fighting bad guys in the forest. Oh shit!
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way
That
around
skill
to
I
the
wanted,
farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
It's called corpse explosion. So like when you
Barry,
kill
just
someone,
wait for me,
you can
okay?
blow up their corpse and it hurts the people around them.
Oh yeah, that's
So
nice.
if you run into like a horde of
Secure the area.
like enemies, you just gotta kill one, and then it basically just makes like a chain reaction of death if I start exploding all the corpses. That's why I
This would
wanted it.
turn into a disaster.
It's like
if I
blowing up a
didn't catch
car in
up with Barry.
GTA.
Yeah, just sets them all off.
Yeah. Alright. Gotta get to the farm. Shit. Fuck me, if I could get a torch, that would be tops.
stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Couldn't see the road for the tears. Oh, fucking hell. Ah, fuck.
What are you watching there, Drew? Huh? What are you watching there, mate?
Something on 9 gigs. You can hear.
Yeah.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Oops.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
What? just picked like the longest fucking quest to do? Holy shit.
The fuck? Fuck this noise. Oh, fuck.
Give me my stupid boss fight. Let's do this.
No! No! Fuck is. Oh, fuck you, Alan Wake, you fucking.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Right.
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Yeah.
Alright, catch ya.
See you, Drew.
When did you say you're in the office from now on?
Tuesdays is going to be the plan, yeah.
Got Origin next week as well, don't we?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Travel's out.
Yep.
Being
Crichton's
hiding.
in. And Burton's called in for 18th man.
Where's this news article of Trump getting arrested?
I don't know if he's actually
Just
been arrested, has he?
He did, just Google it. I mean, I'm on the boss side. I'm bothered.
Thank God for that.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Why are they trying to go after him anyway?
Because he took a bunch of classified documents out of the White House and kept them in his toilet at Mar-a-Lago.
Not just a bunch, like boxes of
Boxes,
classified
like,
international like nuclear secrets and shit. Like,
yeah, dude, like the sort
Like-
of thing that would get most people, you know, done for treason.
you could go for a shit and sit there and read national secrets while on the shit.
He's on video and on text instructing people to destroy him as well, or asking if he should like hide them, sorry, not destroy them, as well as talking about showing it to people. Like
He's done interviews where he's shown people like secret documents going, look, this is secret, like, you know, no big deal, read it, like, before, like, in interviews, like.
Yeah, not the sharpest tool in the shed. I mean, I think we all knew that.
Yet his supporters still do mental gymnastics and somehow are like, oh, but what about somebody else? Like, what about Hillary's emails? Fuck.
Well, I mean, if she was, what she did was bad enough, she would have got done too. I mean, it's just the way it works.
I know. Oh, like, yeah, it's pretty funny. I'm enjoying it.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream.
The
It was a
butthurt
strange
is fun.
spaceman or a diver
Oh
in a
yeah.
bulky suit.
He's.
He was
Have
the
you
one
seen
who'd been
his
placing the
tweets?
pages
Like,
on my path.
someone the other day was like, so far Trump has like been in since he's been indicted. He's like tweeted something like 39 or 40 times today. Like, here's number 36. This is my favorite so far. And it was like all taps and full raging. Like, it was so good.
Man, I'm struggling with this boss fight. It is just really hard.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Oh.
You got a planned Saturday night, Abs?
What's that?
You got plans Saturday?
Talking to Sam, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do for the Brumbies. Why is that?
Is that on Saturday night?
Yeah.
Because they're going out to Miquelon Creek for an overnight camp with Jasper.
Oh yeah, nice. Finish that stupid boss fight.
This.
So yeah.
Catch, mate.
Fuck, am I meant to be going? Sorry. Oh, fuck. Caught in a fucking bear trap. Oh. Whew.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Right. Better be fucking
Hello?
ammo in here.
Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
The front door was locked. I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy.
Oh shit, I just realized I don't have a helm or anything.
Anyway.
How the hell have I gotten this far without a helm? I can explain why I'm taking more damage than I thought I should be.
That's the deal with Diablo, right? It's not so much a skill-based game, it's more about how you stat yourself, like...
Yeah, the stuff that you have and the
course in my head. If I
yeah, so the stuff that you have, like the actual equipment and that, which is, you know, a bit of a pain.
It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her.
And
everybody in this town.
And yeah, how you actually spec out your points and stuff as you level.
guess. Danny, huh?
I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Has to die. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Never thought I'd defeat a bulldozer with a torch in a video game. Here we are. But here we are. Yeah. Sure, there's so much exploring I could do here, but I'm just not gonna.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
No, I just got killed. The
I'm
fuck?
so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al, come on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
Right.
That was awesome!
Fuck you,
Bright
Ray.
Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm! See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Okay. Do I jump that? Nope.
Is that?
Oh, I'm trying to work out what I'm doing here. It's a bit of a puzzle piece. I don't think it's going to be very puzzling.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll solve all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No?
Wow.
Thought so.
You look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Sleep. We all spend.
Oh, Night Springs. Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people. Hey, Jones, right?
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Not just us. He dreams everything. All of us. Wait, no. My mistake. Just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream.
Good going, Al.
Oh shit.
So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm. Hey, something's happening here.
I think we can make it through here, Al.
Is this clown noisy? Okay. Oh, fuck me. Where did Barry say we're going?
Every time you think of Barry, all I can think of is Barry from the show Archer.
It's the Shalacha. It's annoying. Barry's unarmed, doesn't have a torch, yet somehow I'm constantly trying to catch up with the guy. Fucking Barry.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single. Be careful, Al!
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you busy.
Pretty busy, yeah. We've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. Can't talk about that. Was he gonna say anything?
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Shit. I'm gonna have to run from a fucking combine harvester. It's gonna be a thing. And the only way to defeat it is gonna be with my fucking lantern, Energizer lantern torch TM. Yeah, it is definitely coming for me. Holy fuck!
Combine harvesters are dangerous, man.
This one is. Okay, it was easier to defeat than you'd imagine. Okay, fuck nerds.
There are 65 billion channels and gates in the world.
Okay, now what? Oh, I've got to go back for Barry. Whoops. The Barry from here. No. You fucking stupid game. 2008 or 2010 ladder mechanics aren't what they are now.
So, do a bit shit?
Yeah, I just climbed off the ladder and then accidentally tapped E and got back on the ladder, which triggered a 15-second long animation. Maybe not 15 seconds, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, not great.
no. There was no easy correcting what I wanted to do. Alright, Barry, come on, fuckface. Here you come.
Al? Is that you out there,
Just
buddy?
pumping my way through side quests, just trying to farm some levels at the moment.
I imagine
let's
there's
go,
a
man.
lot of side quests, right? I've seen the map on stream. Yeah.
Main reason being is because I'd done so much of this before. I mean, I'm still haven't even passed where I was in the like the server tests, and the early access, and
I think that's
betas,
the farm on the other
blah,
side
blah.
of the field. We're
So
almost there.
I just sort of just ran through the story, but I didn't level up enough, and I know there is a boss fight that I will seriously get wrecked at coming up. So I'm
Oh,
just
so
like,
you
"Oh,
have
okay."
done the story once?
Not the whole story.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Just a
oh,
massive
wait,
chunk
yeah, I
in
know
the
what you mean.
first
I know
act.
what you mean. Yeah.
One more gate. Let's do this thing.
It's like when I was playing Jedi Survivor. I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I have to go and find all the hidden stim pack upgrade things. Like, because you've got a thing where you can heal yourself. And I had 3, and I needed about 10. So I downed tools from the main story and went looking for them all.
The lights are out. I guess
Yeah,
we better
mine
check
isn't that bad at least. It's more that I just know I'm going to have a hard time coming up, and I just want to get myself in a position where where I don't have to like die a million times like I did during the beta.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Come on, Al. Let's get the lights on, huh? Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Good.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Despite what's going on around him, Alan and Barry are now getting drunk.
Seriously, because
That's good.
Seems like a good idea, considering the shit that I've seen lately, to get drunk in an old mansion in the middle of the
I'm gonna
woods.
stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. You're like a brother.
I'm a writer, god damn it.
Correct.
If I just wanted to,
Imagine getting,
I could write 10 books a year.
Drunk in the middle of the woods if
and
you
they'd
were
be
just
the
in a
best
shack.
books that year.
No, you
Hey?
couldn't.
That's right, I could.
Amazing, at least
But
it's
I
a
could,
mansion, you know?
because I'm a
Yeah,
writer.
What?
that's right.
Worse.
Probably
What
haunted.
do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know.
Oh, now Alan's going all depresso drunk
be
because he
okay.
misses his
We're
wife.
gonna make it okay.
Come on, Alan. She's just at the bottom of the lake. You'll be right, mate.
No, this is a big detour. Stuff it, I'll do it. I am just farming levels here after all.
Damn it.
Oh, no, wait, what a load of shit! That's so good. Oh, like some people were doing this random event, and I rocked in because I saw it on my map. What the hell's going over here? As I rock in, it's just like
crazy
event
drunken dream.
complete. I just
And
get
yet, it was
XP
more
and a
than
bunch
that.
of loot for
It
nothing.
was the truth.
Nice.
A suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Detour.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish. To interrupt the horror story before the
god
ending,
damn it, I just
where
got
darkness
frozen and
consumed
killed.
everything and everyone.
I was wrecking
Zane
these
was
dudes,
weak
and
and
they just
far
bloody...
away. But
got
I had written
stuck,
into the story,
trapped?
and his light had been
No,
enough
it's
to
like
set me free.
these dudes had like an ability and they freeze in place and
I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. You will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I'm James Joyce.
What's that?
The copper showed up, the one that likes calling me the names of a like famous author.
This author, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get me this time?
James Joyce now.
Oh.
There's an altar wrought with mystery of Tom